Hello students, today we are also going to see the 4 plus 2 cycloaddition from the pericyclic reaction. Okay friends, so let's start with the 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. In my previous lecture, we already discussed about 2 plus 2 cycloaddition, its FMO approach and stereochemistry. So in this lecture, we are going to thoroughly study the 4 plus 2 cycloaddition and very well known as Diels-Alder reaction. So friends, as we learned it in our graduate program about Diels-Alder reaction, we know that it contains one diene and one dienophile. Friends, Dienes means two double bond. Okay, di and in. So in for double bond and di for two. So there are two double bonds in diene. And how about dienophile? Dienophile is a simple double bond, or I will say a pi bond, and it always contains a electron withdrawing group. So it is electron deficient species and always have the affinity for diene. So it is called as dienophile, just like nucleophile, electrophile. This is a dienophile because it have affinity for the diene. So when we have this diene and dienophile, there is a concerted mechanism happen and we get the six membered ring out of this reaction. So friends, this is a concerted reaction and always gives a stereospecific product. So friends, let's see what is the diene part look like. So as you know that these two double bond, if they are trans to each other, it is more favorable, but it cannot give us Diels-Alder reaction because of its orientation. So this part which have the cis double bond is a disfavored or less stable than the previous one, but this type of orientation or this type of diene will always give us a Diels-Alder reaction. So friends, let's see what type of dienes we came across the Diels-Alder reactions. So you can see here, this is the diene containing two methyl group inside this diene. So friends, due to the steric repulsion, this is always going to be a trans. So this is less reactive or much slower than butadiene. In this case, there are two methyl groups which are outside. They are similarly react with the butadiene. This one which have two methyl group in the inside carbon, so due to repulsion they will always gives us perfect orientation for Diels-Alder reaction. So this reacts faster than the butadiene, and finally this cyclic diene is always much faster than butadiene. So this is how the reactivity affect the Diels-Alder reaction. So friends, let's see what are the dienophiles. So dienophile is a simple double bond containing a electron withdrawing group. So electron withdrawing group may be Cn or COCH3 or COOAT or simply CHO. So this type of dienes we commonly see in the Diels-Alder reaction. So friends, here also one double bond which is in conjugation with sp2 carbon or benzene ring, but it can undergo the Diels-Alder reaction. So very important question, sometimes confusing question asked in CSIR NET examination. They give us benzene ring and give us a cycloaddition product, but friends, remember that aromatic ring or any benzene ring or aromatic ring does not undergo Diels-Alder reaction or cycloaddition reaction because it is going to lose its aromaticity. So benzene ring or aromatic ring will not undergo cycloaddition reaction. Remember that. So this double bond is only dienophile over here and not other three double bonds. Okay. So this is how we are going to study the 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. So mechanism for this is already we studied. It's a concentrated mechanism and goes through a cyclic transition state and we get stereospecific product. So we'll not discuss much about the mechanism. Let's go ahead. Let's study the FMO approach of 4 plus 2 cycloaddition as we already studied in 2 plus 2 cycloaddition. So in this case, let's study the frontier molecular orbital method for the thermally induced 4 plus 2 cycloaddition and photo-induced 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. Let's see which part or which catalyst or which method will help us for the cycloaddition. So friends, first we will study the thermally induced 4 plus 2 cycloaddition and its FMO approach, that is a frontier molecular orbital approach. So frontier molecular means the front, the in battlefield we said the front battalion. So actually this molecular orbital undergo reaction or electron transfer. So they are called as HOMO and LUMO. So HOMO is highest occupied molecular orbital, that means it contains electron, and LUMO means lowest unoccupied molecular orbital, that means it doesn't have any electron, it's empty but having least energy. So it is a lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. So for the cycloaddition reaction, we will consider the HOMO of one molecule and LUMO of other molecule, that means diene and dienophile. So friends, let's see the HOMO LUMO of this diene and dienophile. So let's write down the molecular orbitals of butadiene. So these are the molecular orbital of butadiene, psi1, psi2, psi3, psi4, and their symmetries as M symmetry, C2 symmetry, M symmetry, and C2 symmetry. So which one is HOMO? Psi2 is HOMO and this is a LUMO. For similarly for the dienophile, let's write down psi1 and psi2. So psi1 and psi2 have M symmetry and C2 symmetry respectively. So this is a HOMO for dienophile and this is a LUMO for dienophile. Similarly for diene, this is a HOMO and this is a LUMO. So friends, we already studied the symmetries of molecular orbital. It is very simple. If we are able to pass the mirror plane over here, then it is M symmetric, and if we have the center of symmetry over here, it is called as C2 symmetry. So you already know this. So let's join HOMO of one molecule to the LUMO of other molecule. So in first case we will take the HOMO of diene and let's join with the LUMO of dienophile. So we are joining here. So you can see that the symmetry of HOMO is matching with symmetry of LUMO. That means it is a symmetry allowed transformation or reaction. If we consider the HOMO of dienophile and LUMO of diene, then again M symmetric, M symmetric. That means this is a perfectly symmetry allowed reaction because HOMO and LUMO have same symmetry. Okay, so thermally induced 4 plus 2 cycloaddition is symmetry allowed reaction. Let's see how about photo induced 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. So I will not explain the again mirror symmetry or C2 symmetry. Let's join the HOMO and LUMO. So this part is for you guys. So which one is HOMO here? Highest occupied. Okay, this psi3 is highest occupied. Who is LUMO over here? Is a psi2. So if we join these two molecular orbital, one have M symmetry, another have C2 symmetry. That means the HOMO of this and LUMO of this doesn't have same symmetry elements. So this is a symmetry forbidden transformation. So again we can consider the HOMO of this and LUMO of this. So it have M symmetry and the psi4 have C2 symmetry. So again the symmetries are not matching. So for symmetry forbidden reaction, HOMO and LUMO don't have same symmetry. So this is how photo induced 4 plus 2 cycloaddition is symmetry forbidden. Now let's go for the very important part of cycloaddition reaction, that is stereochemistry. Friends, this is a very important part for set, net and gate examination, because each and every exam we will see at least one question on cycloaddition or pericyclic reaction. So friends, as we already know that Diels-Alder reaction is stereospecific, and the substituent which are cis in dienophile will again remain in cis in the product, okay, and vice versa. That means if the substituent are trans in the reactant, they will remain trans in the product. Let's see. Now this is the unsubstituted diene, so we need not to consider the this part for this stereochemistry. Let's consider the dienophile. This is a cis dienophile, that is COCH3 and COCH3 are on the same side, and this one is trans. So you can see the product. These two are on the same side and these two on the opposite side. So this is a concerted reaction. So cis substituent remains cis and trans substituent remain trans. So this is not all about stereochemistry. We need to learn deep and deeper for the more examples. Okay, now let's see stereochemistry due to dienes. So there are various types of dienes. You can see here cis diene. That means this double bond and this double bond is cis, and we have inside group and outside group. Okay, so this is a cis diene because both the double bonds are cis. This is a cis trans diene because this double bond is cis and this one is trans. And again we have cis trans because this double bond is trans and this double bond is cis. So friends, we have another one, that is a trans. That means both the substituent will be outside. This R will be over here, this R will be over here. That called as trans. So this type of dienes will control the stereochemistry of product. So friends, let's see one example in which we have different types of diene and how they give us different type of product. So friends, remember one thing, the inside groups, okay, inside groups always remain above the plane. Okay, inside group always remain above the plane and outside group always go down the plane. Okay, we are only considering the stereochemistry by dienes. We are not, we have such example that there is no stereochemical conflict with the dienophile. So consider that if we have inside group, this is called as inside group. Okay, R inside, so they will always go above the plane. We can see here R, and the outside group will remain below the plane. In second example, we have CH2 group is above the plane and HH are below the plane. So PH they are outside, so outside group always remain below the plane. Okay, outside always below and inside always above the plane. So in this case, this R group is inside, it is going above the plane, and this R group is outside, is going below the plane. This is how the stereochemistry of cycloaddition reaction is controlled by geometry of dienes. Let's go ahead, friends. I have one question for you. So let tell me the geometry of pH. We already discussed, and you already know that this pH will go below the plane. So this is the pH is below the plane. Okay, below the ring. Okay. In the second example, OCH3 is outside, so it will go below the plane, and OMe is inside, so it will go above the plane. So friends, again I will tell you, this is a dienophile. Not necessarily always there is a carbon-carbon double bond. Sometimes they ask you this type of examples. NN is dienophile having electron withdrawing group over here. So OAC will go below the plane and OMe will go above the plane. Here is the answer for this question. So this type of problems I have taken from the photochemistry and pericyclic reaction by Jagdamba Singh, and this problem is from page number 69. So let's go ahead. If we have diene and dienophile which are asymmetrically substituted, that means this is unsymmetrically substituted, this is unsymmetrically substituted, then friends remember that the electron withdrawing group from dienophile, okay, electron withdrawing group from dienophile will always go below the plane. Dienophile electron withdrawing group, this is a COCH3, will always go below the plane. doesn't matter what type of geometry diene bears. So this diene is having trans geometry for this double bond. So outside group will go down, and this COCH3 will also go down because it's electron withdrawing from dienophile. So this have cis symmetry. But if we have cis symmetry of this double bond, again this will go down, but due to this CH3 group is inside the diene or inside group, so it will go up. So we have trans geometry for this example. Okay, so remember, the group from electron withdrawal group from dienophile will always go below the plane. Okay, if you search on the Google orientation effect or stereochemistry of 4 plus 2 cycloaddition, addition, very nice diagrams are there why this COCH3 is going below the plane. So here I forgot to add that diagram, so you can search on the Google. So friends, let's discuss another important part of this lecture, that is endo and exo stereochemistry. In CSIR NET examination, most of the time the question is asked on the endo rule or endo effect. So friends, if we have monocyclic diene, then we get the bicyclic product. This is the monocyclic diene, we will get bicyclic product like this. So in this case, either we can get a exo substituent or endo substituent. Before going ahead, let's discuss about what is meant by endo and what is meant by exo. So friends, you can see that an orientation is said to be endo when the substituent is trans to the bridge carbon. So this is a bridge carbon, and we have substituent here, 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 or here. So this is a bridge carbon. So if you have substituent which is trans to this bridge carbon, this is called as endo. Okay, this is called endo. And if the substituent which cis to the bridge carbon, that means COCH3 and this bridge carbon are both on the same side, then this orientation is called as exo orientation. Okay, exo orientation. Also you can see that there is a cavity between this carbon and this carbon, so this endo product will go in the cavity. So if we consider the steric effect, then in the regular basis we study that this exo product is more stable, but this is not the case in case of cycloaddition reaction. Due to endo effect, we get the endo product as a major product. Why? Let's see what is meant by endo rule. If a dienophile has a pi bond in its electron withdrawing part, then endo product is major. So this is a dienophile, and if we have pi bond in the electron withdrawing part of this dienophile, we get endo product as a major product. This stereochemical preference for endo product is known as endo rule. That means you can say 86% of endo product, and this is only 24. So why this is happening? Why we are getting this type of endo product, as in practice exo is major product? So this is because this double bond, okay, this newly formed double bond and the pi bond between electron withdrawing have secondary interaction with each other, and we get the endo product as a major product, and this phenomenon is called as endo rule. So remember, this type of questions are asked in CSIR NET or SET examination. So let's go ahead. The last part of this lecture is orientation effect in